Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree?
Yes.
You are knowing what you are wanting?
Yes.
Really? You think you do. But really you don't. And the reason that we know that you don't really know what you want, you can't tell us. You can't tell us what you want with any real precision because you've been carving that out over a very long time. You've been incrementally putting the details of your desire into your vortex one by one by one by one by one. So your desire, who you really are, all that you've become, has been amassing over time. And as it has been amassing, law of attraction has been assembling all of the cooperative components. So, as your desire has been becoming, do you get what we mean by that? As you are here in this physical body, sifting through the details of your experience, knowing what you don't want and therefore knowing what you do want, carving it out, conversation by conversation, experience by experience, exposure to life by exposure to life, you have been creating, from your opinion, which matters very much, a version of life as you choose it to be. That's who you have become, and that's what you want. But because this vortex of creation has been culminating over time, we've never met a human ever who could articulate with any precision at all the detail, the precision, the specifics, the emphatics, the perfection of what you have created. You are the creator of you, and there is a vibrational version of you who exists in your vortex of creation. A version of you, a vibrational version, who, like all vibrational versions of all things, and all things have vibrational versions, your vibrational version precedes your manifested version. This earth that spins in its orbit in perfect proximity to other planets was a vibrational creation first before it became the manifestation that you know. And the lives that you have created that already exist present tense in your vortex of creation work with this. We'll talk in the crack. We'll wait for an authority beyond the computer. What's really And now you know everything we know. It came a little earlier than we expected in the middle. Their timing could have been slightly better if they had waited until we were explaining to you to always follow your own guidance. Because there is quite often a recording in the background somewhere telling you to do things that is different from what is a vibrational match to what is in your best interests. And there is a tendency to always jump to the loudest voice. They seemed important. We think it was the spinning light that added the most credibility to their bogus mistake. But we are very proud of you that you were able to sit there when authorities were telling you to leave the building. It's a nice thing when you have confidence in who you are that holds you steady regardless of what the conditions look like. And that is an important thing. Now, we're not saying to you to disregard. If the pilot says, put the parachute on and jump, do it. Do it. For example, it's easy in this economic climate to think about shortage of money. Even though more wealth is being made by some people at this time than in all of the history of economics. But still, it's easier for most people to focus on shortage. It's easy for most people to focus upon the decline of their physical apparatus as they worry about their physical well-being, especially as they project themselves into the future. It's much easier if you walk about and if you were to be so bold as to say, I believe in my physical wellness. If you walked down any street in any city proclaiming your confidence in your well-being, you would be inundated with well-meaning, completely wrong people who would come forward to let you know you should not be so overly optimistic because haven't you heard about this or this or this or this or this? The facts of manifestation would be presented to you in order to get you to be convinced in your own vulnerability. And we want you to understand that even amidst all of this pessimism, it is astonishing to us to see people frantic about a healthcare system that from our point of view, you want never to need. It's like planning for your personal decline and everyone else's as well. Now, we are not encouraging you to not help out anyone who needs help. We just think that if you are convincing yourself all day, every day about your decline, Esther will listen to a comedian on television talking about old people, old, decrepit, declining, sexually devalued people. And she always says the same thing back to them. That's going to come back and bite you in the butt. Because they're not talking about themselves today, but they're talking about moving through time, and they are planning decline for everyone they see, and they are not leaving themselves out of it, we promise you. So what we're wanting you to understand is that what is, even if almost everybody you know has almost the same similar and maybe by your standard not wanted experience, it still has nothing to do with you, except that your attention to this unwanted experience causes you to practice the frequency of it, which means it will become your experience. And then they say, see, I was right. And we say, you weren't right, you were influential. You influenced people into a vibrational pattern of thought that did not serve them. And had they been aware that the emotion that they are feeling is their indication, it's not serving me now, it's not serving me now, it's not serving me now, it's not serving me now. And if you cared more about how you feel than about being politically correct or medically correct or statistically accurate, Esther will say, but Abraham, it's true. And we say, do you even know what those words mean? It's true. It's true. Do you know what it's true means? The phrase it's true simply means somebody gave their attention to something long enough to achieve a vibrational alignment with it. And law of attraction gave them what they were thinking about. That's what it's true means. If we were standing in your physical shoes, we would at least add another phrase to the words, it's true. And that other phrase would be, it's true and I want some of it. It's true and I want some of it. Because if it's true and you don't want any of it, it being true is not good enough reason for you to give your attention to it. Play it for a little while, over the next 5 or 10 days. It's true, but I don't think I would like any of that. But it's really true. But I don't think I would like any of that. It's going to be quite shocking to you how many things you give your attention to that are true, that you don't want to activate in your vibration, but you are because it's true. And we're encouraging you today to find a new criteria, a criteria that the source within you has found long ago. The criteria to give your attention to something is, does this that I'm holding as my object of attention resonate with the true core of my being? In other words, does it feel good when I think about it? This thing that I'm focused upon, is it in such vibrational sync with the source within me that when I focus upon it, I'm wide open to the energy that creates worlds, allowing the cells of my body to accurately communicate with one another, bringing me thriving resonance and well-being. That's the sort of truth we would encourage you to look for. The truth, the only truth, of pure positive energy that ripples through your being when you find alignment with the source within you. That's truth. That's truth that will serve you. That's truth that will refuel you. That's truth that will rebalance you. That's truth that will give you clarity. We have enjoyed this interaction immensely. It has been a delicious day of moving forward. Did you feel it? Did you feel how many new places you took us all? We want to express to you our appreciation for your willingness not just to come to a forum like this and present yourself vibrationally and in some cases verbally, but for your willingness to present yourself in this time-space reality and to expose yourself to the variety of life that has caused you to create this forward-moving vortex that is about the eternal life itself. All of us benefit by what you put into your vortex. And whether you ever shift your vibration and feel better and get up to speed with it while you're in your physical body or not, you've done an enormous service to all that is by your willing to sift and sort and put it there. The reason that we are here with you having the conversation, the magnificent conversation that we've shared together today, is because we don't think you should have to croak to get into the vortex. We think that a conscious realization that this is a vibrational universe and that you are a vibrational being and that your emotions are your indicator of how in alignment or not you are with the fullness of who you are. We think an understanding that the void that you're wanting to fill is the self-imposed void of practicing vibrations that aren't up to speed with the vibration that the source within you practices. That when you feel anything less than love and appreciation and friskiness, that it's because you're beating the drum and therefore practicing a thought that is diminishing you in the moment and disallowing the fullness of who you are. We like standing over here.